Welcome to the Insight Drop, short segments to fuel your growth, sharpen your strategy, and challenge the status quo. This is Beyond Tradition. So, this one we're going over business finances 101. So, just like breaking stuff down.
Yeah, well, and it's just to help, again, if you don't own a business and your spouse does, for you to have a little bit of understanding of the background, how the business runs. So,
Yeah.
if you want to be able to have a conversation with them about it, or if you just want to be involved and you don't know how to get involved.
Right. Have that knowledge. You can be in there.
Yeah,
And
for
be
sure.
a sounding board or even provide ideas that maybe they haven't thought of. Like everybody gets better with
100%.
teamwork.
And especially, I mean, usually you marry your best friend. So why wouldn't you want to bounce ideas off of them? Unless they're not interested. Not every partner or not every spouse or partner is actually interested in helping you run your business, which is fine.
Yeah.
All right.
So, basic overview, business finances, key financial concepts. These are kind of fundamental when you're running a business, but obviously you've got revenue.
Yep.
What's revenue? Total amount of money generated from sales income.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just the main number.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
What are your sales? Best practices for us, it's invoicing everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And making sure that you are tracking your payments as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So best practice for us and kind of our saving grace was one bank account for the business, one credit card for the business.
Perfect.
We ran all expenses through that credit card. It got paid every month, no interest accrued.
Just what I encourage every
Yes.
new employee or new entrepreneur or new business that I come in contact with. It's like the first thing, because most people, again, you start something and you're just running it on your personal credit card. And now all of a sudden, you have a full blown business running and everything's mixed up and it just turns into a mess. And it's hard to track and know where you're at.
Right.
So,
and again, best practice, one account, one card, or one business account. I mean, if you don't want a card, don't do it.
You don't have to. You can always pay cash for everything if you want to. But again, getting a credit card builds your credit, especially a lot of the banks, once you start paying it off, they'll start upping your limit. And then when your business is growing, you may need to use that. And then you already have a line of credit, so you don't have to go apply for one. And so, I mean,
it's nice.
Yeah.
We finally, I think,
as long as you pay it off, don't just get a credit card.
Don't just start racking it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You still have to be
S's and
responsible.
G's.
Exactly. And not reckless.
There's a lot of accounting software out there that's free or very, very cheap. I think QuickBooks is $35 a month.
I mean, again,
your starter.
QuickBooks, I'm waiting for a sponsorship, baby. All right. We're going to promote the crap out of QuickBooks.
I've also used Wave. Wave is completely free.
Yeah.
A little bit more clunky, I think, than QuickBooks, but
I've seen the program. I've never used it. Mostly everybody just does QuickBooks because there's so much. You can literally run everything through QuickBooks. It's to the point where at some point they're just going to take over.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we started too. We did all invoicing through QuickBooks.
Yeah.
It was
estimating, invoicing, all your reports.
Payments.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everything was through there. I think their merchant services, you can run credit cards.
Yeah.
They have a bank account now.
Yep. They have lines of credit now.
They have lines of credit. And it's so easy now. And
because they already see all your financials. You don't even have to you don't have to give them anything. They're just like, oh, would you like?
Right.
Would you like this? I'm like, no, thank you.
My account and all my stuff is connected with them. So they're like, oh yeah, sure. You're approved. Yeah. Easy peasy. They also right now have a savings account or a savings envelope that's earning 5%.
Yeah, which is great. That's basically a high yield savings account. You can get those at Citi or American Express. They're all about the same. Yeah. So that's excellent.
Yeah, but that's the first thing. Run everything through that, invoice everything so that you can track your revenue.
Right. And now on to the next one, expenses.
The fun stuff, right?
So, it's your cost incurred to run your business.
Yeah.
So anything that it takes to run the business. And no, buying a boat is not an expense for your business unless you're a marine contractor that's building docks and seawalls. But other than that.
Or a fishing charter.
Yes. But for the most part, when contracts, again, I'm not a CPA.
We are not
we are not
CPAs.
CPAs. Do not quote,
Right.
but we know the basics that we've been warned about, like
Mm-hmm.
I think the first thing my CPA told me, I'd known him since I was like 16 when I started working, and he started doing my taxes.
Uh-huh.
And when I opened the construction business, I remember he looked me straight in the face and he's like, "Do not buy a boat for your business." And I was like, "How'd you know?" And he was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
Do I know you? Yes.
Yes. And he was just like, "Do not buy a boat." And I was like, "All right, fine, I
Yeah.
won't." So
I love my CPA. He's
Yeah.
been with us since the very beginning because I honestly did our taxes until we started the businesses. And then I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
yeah,
And
it gets complicated.
it
Once
does.
personal taxes, just go to H&R Block or just do them yourself online. I
Yeah.
think everybody does that. But once you have a business, you should seek out a professional
Yeah.
because they can help you.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
So, expenses, fixed expenses, variable expenses. So, fixed expenses look like rent, salaries, utilities, things that
I
are
call
going
it
to be
like
the same.
overhead.
Overhead costs.
Overhead cost is another term for it, at
Yep.
least in our industry.
Right.
So,
And then variable. So that's like materials, your labor, hourly labor.
yeah.
Yeah. So that one, and those are, again, if you have everything linked to QuickBooks and you're running it through
Yep.
those accounts, then you're able to go in and categorize them.
Yep.
And again, Wave and QuickBooks both help you categorize them.
They
So
already have all these basics set up
Yeah.
for you, right? Like you don't
Right.
even have to create categories until you start,
Right.
like if you start having inventory yourself that you're selling, and then you have to go create, but they
Yeah.
have all of this already laid out.
I know, it's so nice.
Yeah.
And that is something I think best practice again. You should be doing it as much as you can. Let's be real. But I know that you need to be reconciling monthly.
Oh, every month, no matter what. It's
Right.
the only way to keep the reports up to date and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess basically up to date.
Up to date.
You have to reconcile
Yeah.
every month.
You have to
No
reconcile.
ifs, ands, or buts.
And then you have to look at the P&L. And I can say this is the revenue, the expenses, and kind of what we're talking about now. Again, once you've got that set up, then you're in any of this accounting software, they'll do these reports for you.
Yeah.
You just say run this report.
Exactly.
And you can look at the month, the quarter, the year, last year.
Yeah, the whole
everything.
time you've been in business, you can see where you're sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So
And so definitely worth looking at because you don't have any idea unless you're looking. And you can't look unless this is done.
right. Because I've experienced, we've talked about this, I've run into one too many contractors where they're just like, well, there's money in the bank. And I'm like, okay, like that's awesome.
I'm
that
proud of you.
You have money in the bank and that you're not living paycheck to paycheck running your business. That's a huge success.
It is huge
of itself.
Right.
But for you to not know, how much you're making per job, you don't know how much is actually a profit. Like,
right.
Again, if you want to grow your business, you have to know these things because in order to grow, if you want lines of credit or maybe if you want to sell, someone's going to ask you all of these things.
Yep.
And if you have no idea, like what's your percent of profit that you make? You know what I mean? They're just, and you don't have an answer. They're going to look at you and be like, wait, how do you not know this? Like, I bet you could rattle off your number to me in a heartbeat. And I'm sure Trevor could too. You know what I mean? Of how much you guys make a month profit, like a percentage.
Right.
And so I think there has to be some sort of idea to know what you're doing. But again, it's all just, again, the only reason we know is through a lot of trial and a lot of error. All right? Lots and lots of error. Do not think any of this came easy. At least for me, it was a learning curve in and of itself. And again, that's why we're doing this. So hopefully we can get knowledge out there. So if you are just starting out and you are a contractor or any business and you're sitting here going, oh shit, like I don't do that. Like I need to reconcile every month. Be like, son of a gun. And then now you know that, again, experienced entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And so it's one of those things that.
The other part of that is I came from I was an accounts receivable and credit manager.
Okay.
So I understand accounting. And I have a business administration degree, so I had to take accounting classes.
Yeah.
I get it to a degree, The 8 years that I did AR makes me I hate it. Like, I hate
Really?
it. I can do it. I'm good at it. You ask me to reconcile an account, I can do it like this,
Yeah.
and I can see numbers, and I can do all of that. I hate it.
Yeah, that's
I
okay
hate
though.
it. I hate
That's
it.
why, and then once your business is running
Uh-huh.
and you're making money, then you outsource the things
That's
you don't like.
exactly what I did.
I don't like marketing, and
yeah.
I have a marketing degree. I freaking hate it more than anything.
So we're talking about the monthly reconciliation.
Yeah.
Hated it so much I didn't do it until the last 2 or 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Because I would just be like, again, it's all in there. I'm categorizing it as I can,
Yeah, I mean,
right? And
yeah.
then reconciling every 6 months. Now, I got very, very lucky. And the only reason why we got lucky was because we kept everything so separated and clean.
Yes.
Every time I reconciled, it took me all of 2 minutes, right? Because
if you enter everything the right way,
Right.
and again, QuickBooks.
Yes.
Shouting out again. Yeah, it's easy if you enter everything the right way. And if you don't know how to, they have so many tutorials that can teach you and break it down even further for your industry.
Right.
So
They
there's
also
no
have payroll.
excuse.
Listen, I still run payroll through them. They
Yeah.
even have a time app now so
Yeah.
that my guys can clock in and out.
That's really cool.
So I just go in, see what they've done, add what I need to add, double check, had holiday pay, whatever.
Yeah.
Click, click, click. Payroll's done in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's nice.
And it all comes
That's
out.
really nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And again, then it comes out. Everything's reconciled. Everything's right there. I did hire that out last year.
Good.
And it was the best thing I've ever done.
You're like
and I will say
goals.
too,
You're like, I hit a goal.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm done
I
now.
would definitely advocate for seeking out. There are a lot of small businesses now that they are the bookkeepers. They are good at it.
Yeah,
They are
100%.
experts.
100%.
And an $800 or $900 monthly fee for them to do all of this is cheaper than bringing someone on in-house.
100%. Do you know how much an accountant will want nowadays?
I mean, you have to pay people at least $20 to $25 an hour.
At least that. And usually your accountant doesn't want an hourly rate. They want a salary.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
you're looking at over 6 figures to
Mhm.
bring somebody in to manage all of it for you. So,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
$800 a month looks like nothing.
I was so
But to new
impressed with them.
entrepreneurs, again,
Yes.
we'll go back. At the
Yes.
beginning, we could not afford these
We
things.
could not. No.
And so we were doing them ourselves. And again, this is where the knowledge comes in, trial and error. But again, I'll promote hooking up with a great CPA because usually your CPA they're going to look at your numbers and see your potential. And then if they see that you're growing and you're expanding, of course, they want to keep you as a client and they're going to help you because eventually you will be paying them that $10,000 bill at the end of the year that you choke on slightly. And you're just like, oh, excuse me. I'm like, I understand why I need to pay this, but
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like cutting checks that big.
No.
Oh.
But again, and you can shop around, find
Definitely.
somebody that you feel comfortable with, that you can ask them questions and they'll help guide you to make the best decisions financially for your company.
Yep.
Again, they're money people.
And once you've got that CPA established, if they're worth, I'm not going to say if they're worth their money, but I will say that within these accounting systems, Wave and QuickBooks is what I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
You can add them as your accounting person in them so that they can just pop in and see
what's going on. 100%. And if you're stuck, they can help you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you need
the words right out of your mouth.
I did. Neurodivergency.
I know. Sorry. You're talking too slow. Hurry up.
Get it out. They also, if they're good too, you're going to have meetings. I feel like I check in with my guy at least 3 times a year. And
at least, for sure.
Am I paying enough? What kind of strategy do I need?
Gosh, yeah.
Right?
Tax strategies.
Tax strategies at the end of the year. But again, if you're not doing the basics, you can't have these conversations.
Correct.
And he did tell me he did advocate last year or the year before, and he was like, "It's time for you to get a bookkeeper." And I was like, "Okay."
He's like, I can recommend someone
right now. Yeah, he did.
That's excellent. You're like, all right, fine. You're like, you talked me into it.
Yeah.
All right.
So this was super heavy.
Yeah. Hopefully it's explained. We've explained things I don't want to say easy, but simple terms. So that way it's digestible,
Yeah.
basically.
Easy to follow.
Yeah. And we will see you next time.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye.